Afternoon everyone and welcome back to the Clash. So it's been a bit busy since we were asked away with just one attack, and we've got lots of upgrades finished. So let's have a look to see where we are. There we go. It's Townhall. That's all we've got to do. So we've actually got a ton of money and we've also got the treasury is pretty much full, which is good. So let's just go ahead and do that town hall. The nice thing about the situation we're in now is that number one, we've got a lot of loot to take forward for when the town hall is upgraded and we're at town hall 5. So that's a really good point to make. Always make sure that maybe whilst your upgrades go in, or prior, you get quite a bit of loot in. So that's good. Number two, we've got some builders free. In an ideal world, I would use my 3 builders and I would complete the last 2 non-town hall buildings and the town hall roughly at the same time and make sure I've got a lot of loot. That's kind of the ultimate. As it happened, I had 3 elixir collectors to upgrade all at the same time. So once we had all the 3 elixir collectors upgraded, that was the last of the buildings. So as you can see, I've finished all the walls. I've finished all the upgrades. There's nothing to upgrade in the lab. This is a really good place to move on. So what are we going to do now? So we've got 12 hours to wait until the town hall is upgraded. That's going to be good. I don't think we can show you still. No. So that's going to give us a lot of new buildings, which is going to be really cool. So here's an example of a way to get some quick loot. These are 8,000 gold, which is quite a lot. Depending on where you are in the game, you might not have a ton of loot, but watch what happens when you clear one of these. I'm just going to spend a little bit of loot just clearing a bit more of the base. For a start, you often get gems, which is great. So let's see if this log has any behind it. Yeah, it's got 6 gems for that, so that was well worth it. So how are we looking for the next one? So this, you spend 8,000, well 8, and you get 88,000 back. So that's a profit of 8,000. Sorry, 80,000. So that's a no-brainer to do those. So we're doing these, going well, and this is probably going to be my last video on Town Hall 4. Let's leave this one going, and then should we do a quick attack? Yeah, bit of let's play. So 8 more seconds. Right, so what sort of army troops have I got? So I've got my pretty typical sort of hybrid. So yeah, I've got 200,000 gold now, which is great. So, and for an example, to do the next levels of upgrades, so that's 100,000, 100,000, 120,000, 270,000 for that, for the air defense, 100,000. So we've got quite a few sort of 6-figure upgrades. So we're going to start coming into the realm of needing 100,000 to go. But anyway, let's do a quick multiplayer. We don't need the loot, but equally you can never have too much loot. So let's get something that looks half decent. So if you're watching along, how are you getting on with your Clash of Clans? Have you started again, or is this your first time playing through? Right, 23,000. So this is quite good, because although he's got this, or she, Clay Thief, he's got that mortar down in this side. I can take that out pretty easily with a giant and then some. And he has got the wizard tower, so he's quite a bit further on than me. But if you look at these, they are filled to the brim. And yet his storages are virtually empty. A little bit of gold in there. So there's a good chance that if I get something sensible going on here. So what I'll do is I'll chuck a couple of giants in there, which is going to distract this mortar and this single cannon. And that's going to be good. Right, let's chuck those 2 in there. Again, with a bit of luck, they'll go through. So that's another thing. So when you're using wall breakers, you really want to make sure that they are the enemy's defenses are distracted before you send them in. Otherwise, because the wall breakers are not very tough, so they're going to easily get destroyed, like these goblins are. So funny playing with sort of early level goblins, and further up in the game you just send a bunch in and they just, you know, go crazy. So here we've got the cannon, the 2 archer towers, both attacking these giants, and whilst they've got health left, it's going to be a good time just to grab as much as we can. The wizard towers don't have a very big range, so they're going to start getting me, and the problem with the wizard towers is, although their range is quite small, when they can get you, it's splash damage. But the nice thing is here, is if you look at this archer here, she would have just carried on getting those that gold storage without any problems. Likewise, these 3 here, they're out of range of the rest of the troops. It'd be pretty close with that archer tower. So I'm just going to chuck in those extra few archers there just to take out that one. Now I can just leave these 4 archers just taking out that town hall. It'll take a few minutes, which is a bit annoying. But as long as they don't get in within range of that wizard tower, we're laughing. So it's worth having to play around on your own base, because if you click on one of your defences, it will give you the ring, and that'll tell you how big a defence, how big a range that defensive building has. So now I'm just going to get slaughtered by this wizard tower. But I don't mind, because I've already been in and got 95%, got all the gold, and more importantly got the 15 trophies, which is great. So let's leave it there and come back in 12 hours, because then we'll have the next town hall, and we could do an introduction to Town Hall 5, which would be really cool. So right, just to finish up, I'm just going to chuck in my standard troop combos. Let's leave it about that. I play around between 4 and 6 giants, see how I feel. And then if I have extra giants, I normally have less archers, because they're both sort of attacking, and then the goblins are going to just clean up all the loot. So that's cool. We'll send a request for some troops, and I'll send myself something if I need it. But I haven't been using many troops from the clan yet. But you're more than welcome to join that, just search for it, and then make sure it's me in it. So you know it's the right one, because there's a few of the same name. So thank you for watching. This is Andy, back to the Clash. Hope you've enjoyed this, and as always, please pop a question in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer it. I've been playing Clash of Clans since about 2013, so 7 years. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. Bye.